As the postseason begins, the NBA and its partners will once again be promoting the league's most recognizable stars. But there is another face you'll be seeing throughout the playoffs. It is invariably framed by rock star length hair and a python skin hat. And it belongs to a man named Jim Goldstein, who has become a front row fixture at the highest profile games. He attends about 35 of them each spring, sometimes 2 in a day, and hasn't missed a finals game in more than 20 years. He's such a familiar presence, he's sometimes issued press credentials, and at least a couple of teams have created special seats just for him. Oh, and just wait until you hear what it all costs him.
LeBron for 3. James misses. Rebound Bosch. Back to Allen, the long shot. Allen from downtown with 5.2 left.
When Ray Allen hit one of the most dramatic shots in finals history, Jim Goldstein was there. He was also there, and there. By his estimate, he's been to more than 4,000 games. But before the floor seats and flamboyant outfits, Goldstein was a Wisconsin kid who found hoops.
I was obsessed with shooting the basketball. And then I started going to NBA games when my father was taking me at the age of 10 in Milwaukee, where I grew up. And at the age of 15, I got the job as the statistician for the Milwaukee Hawks television announcer. And from that point on, I've been totally hooked on the NBA.
A Californian since attending Stanford, Goldstein bought Lakers season tickets in the 60s and added Clippers seats when the team moved to Los Angeles. And although he's just as likely to cheer for a visitor, it's well established which LA team he prefers. A fact the Lakers' biggest star has never forgotten. So even with you, he's competitive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powell and I were good friends when he was with Memphis. So he gets traded to the Lakers, and suddenly he doesn't talk to me anymore. It doesn't come over during the warm-up or anything. And then I ran into him during the All-Star break, and he gave me a big embrace, and he said, "Sorry that I haven't been very friendly, but Kobe told me not to talk to you." Hey, you guys are doing great.
Appreciate it, man. Looking good.
Other players have been greeting him for decades. Courtside and leather-clad, he is both ubiquitous and conspicuous.
Even the young players that I haven't met before, many of them come over and say hello to me. And I think the way I dress has a lot to do with it.
You're hard to miss.
Goldstein's architecturally significant home high above Beverly Hills is just as striking. He bought the house, designed by famed architect John Lautner, in the early 70s, and like its owner, you've probably seen it before. Goldstein rents it out for photo shoots, movies, and events about 200 days a year.
The famous movie that was shot here was The Big Lebowski.
Mm-hmm. He lays out his occupations in large font: fashion, architecture, basketball.
Basketball comes first. Fashion and architecture, I spend a lot of time on. I've been working on my house and the property for 35 years, and it's something I think about every day. And fashion is a daily occupation as well. Why don't you try it on?
Sure.
Hey, you look good. Let's pick a hat.
What is this made of?
This is python.
Python, of course. I'm not sure I can pull this look off like you. Few can pull off the lifestyle either. Never married, that's Jim with Jane Mansfield. He's apparently amassed a fortune, although he's loath to say how. When he agreed to bequeath his home to the LA County Museum of Art, the museum estimated its value at $40 million. Wherever the money comes from, between fashion shows, house happenings, and hoops, Goldstein, in his mid-70s, clearly enjoys it. He says basketball alone costs him an astounding $500,000 a year. So $500,000 a year on basketball, does that make you a little crazy or the most committed fan ever?
I'd say a little of both.